They just don't make them like this anymore. My final Halloween favorite, it's an adaptation of the novel Who Goes There by John Campbell Jr. It was made into at least 2 movies. The Thing from Another World in 1951, which was later remade into John Carpenter's The Thing, and remade again in 2011. And the other movie stars Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing, 2 of the greatest horror actors of all time. Showing my age, I grew up watching this in the 70s and 80s. It scared me to death when I was little. Now, as a full-grown adult, it still kind of gets under my skin. This is a cult favorite, Horror Express. Directed by Gene Martin, stars Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, and Telly Savalas. Yes, Telly Savalas. And this theme still haunts me to this day. It still kind of looks like a guy looking for the fuse box. Ow! Our movie starts in China, with a voiceover from Mr. Lee himself.
I must accept responsibility for its ending in disaster.
Thanks for the spoilers. A missing link fossil is found by Professor Alexander Saxton. Christopher Lee packs up the fossil and takes it back with him by train. While getting his travel arrangements in order, he runs into Peter Cushing's character, Dr. Wells. They're old acquaintances.
Miss Jones, let me introduce Professor Alexander Saxton. He dabbles in fossils and bones.
Ladies? Some people see a locked box and just assume there's something valuable in it. But it ends badly for the dirty, rotten thief. Nice shoes, though. So no, the fossil isn't really dead. And it's hostile. And when it kills someone, this happens.
Oh my god, he killed little orphan Annie. You bastard.
Wells books passage on the same train by bribing an agent.
It's called squeeze in China. The Americans don't know how.
And in Britain, we call it bribery and corruption.
There's a small snafu with Saxton's ticket, but he handles it beautifully. Travel in a pre-9/11 world. The dead thief manages to steal all the attention, especially from this creepy monk.
The work of the devil.
Oh, it's always the devil with you guys. My crops failed, it's the devil. My dog died, it's the devil. My daughter's on the ceiling, it's the devil.
Can I be of any assistance, Father?
Do you have any more hats in there?
Where evil is, there is no place for the cross.
Big deal, so he had it scotch guarded. They load it on the train, and they hear something weird inside.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
But it looks just as dead as ever. Next up, horror. A Polish countess checks into her valuables, and her dog loses its shit.
What do you have in that crate?
Is it the box? Or is it because Count Dracula himself is in here?
It's England. Queen Victoria. Crumpets. Shakespeare.
Ooh, someone Googled England.
I wonder what it is.
They got some really nosy-ass people on this train. I mean, really nosy. Wells even bribes the baggage guy to peek into the box for him.
Help me.
Dear Penthouse Letters.
Sorry, dear fellow, I'm afraid you're in the wrong pew. Here. Number 8, do you see?
This would make a wicked sitcom.
8A, lower berth. 8B, upper berth.
Okay, this is becoming a strange, scary porno. This is cinema snob territory. That night, the baggage guy cracks open the big box. But before he can finish, he has help from the inside. Now don't freak out. There's a reason why this dead fossil, millions of years old, knows how to pick a lock like an expert locksmith. I'll get into that in a second. Baggage guy tries to stop it, but he gets a good look. Someone needs Visine and a good exorcist, stat. He was so young and curious.
It may be my fault. I asked the baggage man to take a look. I was curious.
Ugh, rude. They want Saxon to open the box, but he does not want to. Convenient window is convenient. They open it anyway and find the dead baggage guy inside.
Are you telling me that an ape that lived 2 million years ago got onto that crate, killed the baggage man and put him in there?
When you say it like that, it sounds silly. Now the creature is roaming the train. It doesn't hurt a sleeping child, but it kills a guard.
My glass is empty.
Sorry, I forgot your arms were broken.
The eye of that fish. It's white.
Oh my god, he killed a fish. You bastard.
Naturally, it's boiled.
Wah, wah, wah. Rather than wait to get to a station, they do an autopsy on the train.
Can you tell me how he died?
No, but I can tell who he was going to vote for. Are you getting why? Every time the creature kills someone, it takes their knowledge, such as lockpicking skills, whistling, or how to make a decent omelet. Sorry. Turns out Wells' hot red-headed friend isn't what she seems. Wow, this train is full of thieves. She's not interested in the fossil, but it is interested in her. And Wells looks ready for action. More Cushing for the pushing. But his lady friend is gone. The creature attacks Wells, but the detective stops him. Fossil down!
Supposing that creature, the one you killed, was capable of taking ideas directly from other people's brains and transferring them to its own.
You mean it sucked other people's brains?
Phrasing?
Saxton and Wells examine the creature's eyes. Bullshit science alert, but this was a medical belief for a time. How images are stored in the eye fluid? Ooh, me next. Dinosaurs, really? Earth from space? Okay, now we know this is an alien. What else do you see?
You gotta get swifty in here.
The Eye of Satan.
Nonsense. There's a scientific explanation.
You know it?
Take that, science.
Does evil exist? And if so, can one detect and measure it?
During a sex metaphor, the lights go out and the monk steals the eye. Surprise! The creature transferred itself into the detective. Oh god, junior high health class was right. Here you can see the parallels with the Thing. A creature moving through a group of people while taking their forms. This creature only has to look you in the eye to kill or possess you. And I find that scarier than the Thing, but this time there's a witness. I think he's got his eye on you. He was all anti-Satan before, but suddenly he's all about this guy. Pretty big flip-flop. He takes out the radio operator, and he's getting smarter about leaving evidence around, so he tosses the body out the window. And this monk is getting needy.
I will serve you.
The Scooby Gang figures out there must be a sign they can spot, so they check everyone's eyes, in a scene that goes nowhere. The train gets a message out about the murders, and Captain Kazan, played by Telly Savalas, answers the call. Is he sleeping in a crib? He plays a hard-assed Russian Cossack, played by a Greek. Still cool. The passenger's safety is #1 priority. They stop the train to pick up some Cossacks and a little cheese to go with the scenery that's about to be chewed.
The Tsar will hear of this. I'll have you sent to Siberia.
Who loves you, baby?
I am in Siberia.
Telly was always cool. He lets the royals go back to their cabin because that's one of their privileges. Let us through. We're rich and powerful, but traveling on this shitty train for some reason.
Who are the foreign influences, huh?
And then he built a wall and made them pay for it.
Get back!
They're Russian, not vampires. You're sending mixed messages, guy.
On your knees, monk.
When a psycho comes along, you must whip him. When a psycho's acting wrong, you must whip him. Isn't this bad luck or something? Saxton kills the lights and exposes the creature. Kazan injures the creature, but he slips away. And that is one fast monk.
Coming to me, Satan.
Phrasing.
Shut up!
Okay. Right here, the cameraman got into some primo reefer. The soldiers go after him while the passengers retreat to the baggage car. But what about the royals? The creature takes out the soldiers. Suddenly his powers work almost instantly, and somewhere on this train he must have assimilated Batman. Kazan is hit, and you think he has a chance, but he finally goes down fighting.
Oh my god, you killed Kojak. You bastard.
Here we are, just in the nick of time. Ah, shit. And we get our exposition.
It would be a mistake to kill me. I am a form of energy occupying this shell.
Scientologist, got it.
I came with others like myself.
Phrasing.
I was left behind. An accident.
Alright, a species advanced enough to travel from another galaxy isn't going to accidentally leave your ass behind. They did that shit on purpose. But he was just biding time, so everyone he killed starts waking up. Instant zombie army. They get past the waking army and head towards the others. Hey look, I'm running a train on humanity. But since they're playing on hard mode, the authorities get orders to destroy the train by routing it off a cliff.
Maybe it's war.
Saxton and Wells detach the last car, separating themselves from the creatures. The train goes over, presumably killing all the smooth brains before they have a chance to vote Trump, while the baggage car coasts safely to a stop right at the edge of the cliff. Beep beep. It's okay, the passengers can huddle around the flaming wreckage so they don't freeze to death. Lee and Cushing, two of the greats, are mostly okay in this. Lee is intense, he has a few badass moments, and even in the face of some pretty fucked up situations, he's always in control, and it can be hard to empathize with a character like that. Peter Cushing's Dr. Wells is also a bit serious, but he's also deadpan funny. I wanted to have more of him. He was more of an everyman, and he's the guy I connected to more. Telly Savalas, baby. This man oozes charisma, and you can tell he was relishing every minute of this role. It's a bit light on blood, but it's still fairly gruesome. The autopsy scene always stuck out in my mind as pretty graphic. And that's Horror Express. It might be hard to find, but if you can catch it on TV or Netflix, it's worth a view on a dark night. And it may not seem as scary to a jaded viewer, but this one has tension, suspense. It's classic, cheesy, fun, spooky movie. You may never eat boiled fish again. If you like this video, give a thumbs up, subscribe, you know you want to, and leave a comment below. I'm Tom, thanks for watching.